Hi guys, good morning. Let us see what is going to be November twin flame energy. And I'm doing this reading in this November month because the students who all study emotional healing with me and who all are in twin flame journey, um, they are like much bothered about their masculine is ghosting. Their masculine is not communicating with them. They are in no contact zone. So I wanted to make a reading. And most of the people keep on asking me, why are you not interested about portals? You're not giving any messages regarding portals. 8 lines gate portal, 10 portal, or 11 portal, the master portal. Why aren't you posting any videos regarding portal? Yeah, I will post a video regarding portal because my mindset and the school of thinkings and thoughts, what coaching I got from God is entirely different. First of all, more than all these portals, this portal comes every month, every year, isn't it? One portal, two portal, three portal, isn't it? So I'm not much bothered about all those portal. The portal which you live every second with is your mental portal. Human mind itself is a big portal. When you have that and you have the access for it all through the time, why do you want to search for other portals? You have a direct access to God. You have direct access to divination. You can reach God anytime you want. Then why do you want the help of all these portals? Make your vibration high. Live the divine path. Even if you're not going to make your vibration high, even if you're not going to choose, like you're not living in the divinity itself, have blind love and faith with God. Talk to God, communicate with God. God will come sit next to you. What more you want? Why all this portal? That is how I am. So I'm not into all these portals and all, but still I'll make a video regarding portals. What is my opinion and why I don't go for or choose for portals. Okay, guys, let us go for this November month reading. So let us see what is going to be the energy. So this is divine feminine's energy. What are all the energies waiting to come through cards? What does universe want to caution the divine feminine? And what does the twin flame collective want to tell the divine feminine? So let us see what is going to be the reading. Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. Oh, all the cards are in this straight way only. Seven of Swords alone came this way. I thought whole card set is ulta wise. No, no. Only Seven of Swords is ulta wise. So Seven of Swords ulta wise is a good thing. Okay, let us see the remaining cards also. Nine of Wands next card. What happened, guys? Why feminine is so much defensive? Five of Cups next. Oh my god. All sitting as Debbie Downers. Yeah, yeah. Let me finish taking the cards. Then I'll explain. My way of reading card is entirely different. I don't know how other people read card in other English channels, but my card readings are very accurate. I don't tell this could be this or this could be that or this could be this is how it is going to. No, no. This is what this is, and this is how it will work out. And this is what your problem is, and this is what your solution is. This is how I do card reading. Because I see card reading, all the picturization is life happenings. So I don't, and I will never get confused because I have faced all those life situations. I know how it works out. So this is divine feminine's energy. So usually seven of swords is a card which is betrayal card, and I feel only 10 of swords is betrayal by others. Seven of Swords is self betrayal itself. So you are betraying your own self. So now this card has come upside down. So I feel you have stopped self betraying yourselves. This is November month reading, whole month reading. See, if you see, you can see it like this. Now it has come like this. So you are breaking the clutches of the social conditioning. I'm no more going to be a slave of my situations, circumstances, or I'm no more going to be slave of this toxic environment. I'm no more going to be in this victimhood. I'm no more going to allow anybody to manipulate, or no more going to allow my brain to manipulate my mind. I want to live what I wish. I want to live all my dreams in my reality. So I'm no more going to self betray myself. That is the change. Yeah, next card is Nine of Wands. This Nine of Wands is like self defensive card. The woman is sitting so sad. You can see. Even the lion is sad, yeah. Both are sitting like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Like that, they are sitting. So Nine of Wands is like in the past relationships now in this lifetime, past relationships. It could be with your mother, it could be with your very very close sibling, it could be with your intimate friend, it could be with your lover, whomever it is. You trusted them a lots and lots, and you were close with them so much. You said all your secrets to them, and they also were like very close to them. When some emergency, when some situation comes, you come to know their true color. They are not standing for you, and they are like they want to save themselves, so they lied and they blamed you and they made you get caught in that situation. This all hurted you so badly, and it gave you a big scar in your heart. So you know, now you are not ready to trust anybody. You're so scared to trust people, and you're so scared to fall in love once again. And even though if somebody approaches you even in a friendly way, you are always in isolation. You are not in detachment. You are keeping yourselves, your heart chakra is completely closed. That is Nine of Wands. So this is Five of Cups. Five of Cups is actually Three of Cups. Three of Cups is complete celebration. Okay, when you are with friends, when you are in a working place or somewhere, party, celebration, all the time going outing and enjoying with friends, it is energy like that. Now you're ascending yourselves up, and so that all the people who were in your lower energies, when you were in lower energies, were around you. So all those people are going away from your life, being removed from your life, as you are keeping ascending in your path. And as you are ascending, you God has put you in such a situation that you are ascending by your own self, so that you can have much space to introspect, much space to think about yourselves, much space is there for your me time, so that your ascension is much faster. Okay, and there are two cups here. Actually, this is Two of Cups. So you are concentrating only on your face, is only seeing, looking down. See, on the cups which fell down, all the three cups which fell down, and you don't even see these two cups. So you are very sad, thinking all that happy celebration, like good vibes, life is gone. I'm so alone. You are feeling that loneliness, and you're crying, and you're very sad. You don't, it is not even striking for you to see, to even think there could be some other thing. So actually there is Two of Cups behind you. Okay, and only if you remove your concentration from here, and if you want to march forward, if you want to come out of it, first of all, you want to come out of it, and if you march forward, if you start living your day to day daily routine in a normal way, and when you are in your casual way of living, then when you're relaxed and when you forgot and this all depression came down, you will even think about there could be something much more to the situation, isn't it? That's why now you're not thinking anything like that. So this is this card. So from this, what I'm realizing is there is two of cups. There is a twin flame journey in your life, but you have to realize that, and you have to keep a step forward to enter into the twin flame journey. But what I'm seeing from this cards is this whole November, this is self betrayal energy are coming out of it. This is Nine of Wands, which is complete emotional trauma. You're sitting in emotional trauma. From that emotional trauma, you're coming out to Five of Cups. Okay, this is all like egoistic mindset. You're sitting in that ego. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be with anybody. I don't want to even be a friend to anyone like that. You're closed off completely. From that, you are going from within and you're introspecting yourselves. You are um, thinking about your emotions. You are sitting with your feelings. You are feeling your feelings. Feeling your feelings starts the healing actually. Okay, so this is what has happened here. And from here, this is Three of Pentacles again. So you're starting off with your inner work. Three of Pentacles is actually self alignment card. Self alignment means one pentacle is your brain, one pentacle is your mind, one pentacle is your higher self. Okay, so you're aligning all the three in straight line. So now you are understanding that um, how to tell your energy, liveliness is within your body, and a body is given for your liveliness and not body carries the liveliness. No, it is a wrong concept. So your liveliness, sorry please, your liveliness wants to live something, and so your body has to help your liveliness soul to live that soul. Body is given for a soul. That liveliness is nothing but soul. Body is given for a soul. Soul is not within the body. That is a wrong concept. So now you are realizing that you're doing all the inner work, and one by one, your soul's deep desires are in your mind, and your mind is wishing to live all those deep desires. Your soul is your higher self, isn't it? So your higher self also teaches your brain how to live that deep desires, and now so your brain, your higher self, your mind's deep desires, only to make your mind's deep desires, your mind's deep desires, your higher self thinks and teaches about that to your brain. Now your brain also works for that mind's deep desires to bring that into reality in this 3D world. So now obviously, so mind's deep desires vibrations, higher self's vibration, as well as brain's vibration, all three are in one straight line alignment. This is called alignment. So now when you are healing and when you are evolving, spiritually maturing, ascending step by step, your deep desire is like to how to be cherished and to be accepted by people as how you are, and to be loved as just how the way you are. Okay, so you want a man to love you because this is feminine cards. So you are keeping on thinking you have a dream person, and that dream person is in complete divine form who teaches you everything within from within, isn't it? So he is the ultimate divine feminine. So you know your dream person only in your divine form. That is what you are holding on to. Okay, you know your dream person only in your divine form. Okay, and you do not know him in this earthly form. But as you are starting to healing and step by step you're ascending, your vibration goes up and you get a vibrational match for your vibration. You get a guy. Okay, now you are seeing so much of your dream person's trait in him. Now you don't know whether is this my dream man in reality or not, because you know only your dream masculine, who is divine masculine. You do not know the earthly masculine. And you are halfway in the healing process. You yourself has not become raised your vibration to the level of your divine masculine. So he is a vibrational match for you, not for your divine masculine. So when he's a vibrational match for you, you are not able to recognize the divinity within himself. Divinity is there, half the way it is there, remaining half is missing. So you are keeping on confusion. Sorry, keeping on being in that confusion. The solution for this is rise your vibration to the level of your divine masculine. Automatically the earthly masculine's vibration will also rise. Okay, this is science. If that vibration rising is happening within the masculine who's with you, okay, as how you are seeing the divine masculine, if his vibration gets raised to that level, then it is a confirmation that he is your divine masculine. If it is not, he is not your divine masculine. So probably, if not being bothered about all this confirmation process, that this and all, healing journeys, you are undergoing healing journey, and you are practicing how to tell self love, and you are um, making your vibration higher, and you are soulfully evolving. This is this three of pentacles. So when you are doing all these things, this is eight of swords, all these things, now you are totally confused, because what is happening is you are like so much now emotionally attached to this earthly masculine, and you have started talking, you are become friends, you are become close with, after becoming all this only now that confusion comes, is this fellow my divine masculine or not? Okay, now you don't know whether, confirmly you do not know whether he is your divine masculine or not. Okay, you are in insecurity that will he leave me and go off. So you are chasing him. He is in a insecurity that should I commit to her? If I commit, I have to face so much of social agenda. What to do? So he is running away from you because of that insecurity. So he went to no contact zone, and you are like you do not know what to do now, and it is very suffocating for you. You are feeling as if you are left isolated, how you will be in the middle of the forest without knowing the route, how to go get out of the forest, like that. But closely watching your the ropes which are tying you are actually very loose. If you take out your both the hands out of that rope, automatically you can remove the blindfold, because that is also loose only, and there is nothing stopping you in front of you. There is actually path either this way or this way. If you want, you can walk out and come out. No, nobody is stopping you. The only person who's stopping you because of your confusions and stagnations is you. Only when you have the mindset to march forward and come out of the confusions and get knowledge what is happening actually, how to confirm all these things, only when you gain knowledge you will march forward. So this is all about feminine's energy. So let me see what is divine masculine's energy for the month of November. What is tarot telling about divine masculine? So what are the messages for divine masculine for the month of November? So what does universe want to tell? What does spirit guides want to tell for the divine masculine collective? What is the cautions for divine masculine collective? Wow. Six of Cups. A soulmate is entering into divine masculine's life. Yeah. Ah, King of Swords. Even in Tamil reading, King of Swords card came, I think, for divine masculine. Yeah, I did a Tamil reading also. This is English reading. I'm doing for the other channels. Three of Pentacles. This is also Three of Pentacles. See the mirroring happening. So, what are the messages for the divine masculine in the month of November 2024? So, what are the messages for the divine masculine in the month of November 2024? Ah, Hanged Man. Temperance, manifesting your soulmate in ethers. Even in Tamil reading, I think the last card was magician card for masculine. He is also manifesting his dream lover in reality. So at last, masculine also wants only his dream lover, but he is not showing that out. So mystically, silently, he is doing that. Okay, let him. Anyway, he'll manifest his true twin flame only now. Okay, first card for divine masculine is Six of Cups. Six of Cups, you can see four cups over here. One cup is on the table, one cup this person is giving to this person. This person is elderly person, this person is younger person. Usually soulmate comes into a person's life. Either it's romantic relationship, or either it's a platonic relationship, or either it's a how to tell, sibling relationship, or within family relationship, whatever it is. They come and enter into the life to teach life lessons, make you ready to live with your twin flame, and they disappear from your life. How to tell, universe itself will remove them after you have learnt your life lesson. So some soulmate is entering into the divine masculine's life. I don't think it could be romantic, because divine masculine is very determined. He wants only to manifest his dream person in reality. And so he'll see this soulmate only as a friend. It's going to be a platonic relationship, not a romantic relationship. And then King of Swords. King of Swords is a person who's like very bold, very emotionally intelligent, who has undergone so much of life challenges, who has good exposure into the world, people, situations, circumstances, everything. And he's a person who's very good at communicating skills, and he rules his kingdom with love and compassion, and he values people's emotions, and he always stands by the truth. And he's a very very authoritative personality, and his land is ruled by laws, legality, and so he's very strict in his laws. And he's a very very father figure, and who is very much mature personality. But see one thing, his face is very cold, and he is very like, how to tell, sad, because only thing he lacks is, because ruling as a king for a kingdom, he'll have all the materialistic wealth, he'll have all the abundance, isn't it? Only thing which is missing is lady love. He don't have his lady love near him at present. So that way he is very much bothered and sad. The next one is Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is actually inner work card. So these are the three pentacles in that church window, and there is a center small one. That is the actual authentic self, your spirit. One is brain, soul, and mind. Soul is the higher self. The spirit is the divine self. So this Three of Pentacles card itself is completely entering into spirituality, learning about eternal truths, how universe works, learning about divine supreme, and then you come into complete self alignment. The final part you understand is soul is no, body is given for a soul to live the wishes of the soul in this physicality. And it is not that soul lives in a body so that body can live however it wants. No, it is wrong. Body is given for a soul to live soul's wishes in reality. Okay, so your vibration, core vibration, should be your soul's frequency. So whatever soul wants to live, that is expressed through your mind, deep desires. Okay, so soul teaches that self love is born. All my videos you would have seen. If you would have seen, you would have known what is selfish love, what is self love, all that agenda stuff. So direct card reading, I'm not going to tell all those things. So now you self love is born, and your brain wants to bring all the dreams of your mind into reality. So your soul, higher self, teaches the brain how to bring that into reality, and brain takes action in this physicality how to bring that dreams into reality. So the one core thing is your mind's deep desire. So that is your mind's frequency that came from your soul. So that is actual soul's frequency. Soul is a drop of spirit. So that is your spirit's frequency. Okay, and brain is working for your soul's frequency. So automatically brain also tuned itself to the soul's frequency, soul and spirit's frequency. So all the thing which is working is only for the soul and spirit's frequency. So that is self alignment. So masculine is also practicing self alignment. Here it has been shown as the student, okay, and the church father and the priest. The priest is your soul, higher self, okay. Church father is your brain, okay. So, and this child is your mind. So whatever mind wishes for and whatever it wants to live in reality, higher self, priest is teaching the father, and father is taking step to make it come true, as well as father is teaching the inner child also. This is how this picture is being portrayed. It is excellency, mastery, satisfaction, success, and teamwork. Okay, this is what is happening in divine masculine's life. In between all these things, he is doing inner work. He soulmate has entered into his life. He's seeking for the truth, and he is how to tell, he wants to know who he is truly from within. All the introspection he is doing and thinking, he wants to manifest his soulmate twin flame in reality. So he is researching about how to manifest all these things. In between all these things, he's putting a pass, and he is thinking, is this really what I want? Will this make me happy? So what is my current life situation? So what do I actually need? Am I not satisfied with what life I'm living now? All these things he starts to think, and all these things, why is it suffocating what I'm living now? Why does that suffocate me? So at that point only he's starting to introspect, why is it suffocating me? Am I not satisfied? Am I not happy? All these questions pops up inside his head. So now he's sitting with himself, he feels his feelings, all the self talk he has, and he's keeping on questioning. And now he became ready to receive the answer of his higher self and validate the answer of the higher self. So now he is developing a kind of self talk, and he is also able to receive the divine guidance from within, receive the answers from within, and take action and step towards that divine guidance also in this reality. So that is what is Hanged Man, a period of transaction, gaining for a sacrifice, restricting, disconnected. He is disconnected himself from the 3D, and he has connected himself with the higher self. So this is what is happening in masculine's life. The next card is Temperance card. Temperance card, if you see, it's an angel with full wings opened up, and how much the sun is radiating now, that much she has knowledge also. She is also radiating. Her heart chakra is open, and the scenery where she is standing itself is looking so abundantful. One leg is inside water, one leg is in the soil. So she has learned how to be balanced and how to be always in harmony. She has two cups, two of cups, and she's pouring water from one cup to the other cup, and she's balancing both the cups, and she's feeling she has one filled cup, okay, and she's filling the other cup also. So this all indicates she is manifesting her soulmate in ether. So divine masculine is also thinking whatever it could be, whether the feminine I met is my true twin flame or not, or either this could be my true twin flame or not, I do not know. I don't want to be confused also. One thing I'm very clear about is, whomever is in my heart space as my dream person, I love her the most. I want to manifest only that female as my divine counterpart. So I realize she is my ultimate lover. Even though she is only as energy within me, I only cherish and adore that dream person within my heart. I don't want to manifest any other person, and I'm not ready to live with any other person. Whomever it is, I'm not bothered. I want to manifest only my true twin flame. So you are asking universe to bring your true twin flame to you, and you are also telling, if any one of these person is my true twin flame also, let them come into my life. So what they were as old version and how they have progressed now, let me get close with them, let me march forward with them, let me get to know them, and I'll finally decide or confirm within myself, is these people, any one of them is my true twin flame or not. This is what you are learning, this is what you're practicing, this is what you're taking action towards, and this is what you're manifesting. Actually, you're manifesting your true twin flame, and you don't want to put any conditions for the outcome. However, God wants to give my true twin flame to me, let them give. And I don't want to tell God, this could be, this could be, this could be. Whomever it is, I accept. That is the way you became ready to manifest your true twin flame. So this is what is divine masculines and divine feminines energy for the month of November. So now let us see what is going to be the union energy at the present moment. What are the union energies for November 2024? What does universe want to tell us? What does spirit guides want to tell us? November 2024, Twin Flames Union Energies. Oh, all these cards came for Tamil reading also, I remember. Only this one card I have in this whole deck is this clean slate. That card popped up. So that means both feminine and masculine are undergoing healing, purging, cleansing process. DNA strand to strand is getting cleansed. That is what is that card. Complete ultimate cleansing. Ah, superb. Becoming completely, totally independent. Freedomful in every aspect of life. Yeah, first card. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords means both divine masculine and divine feminine. Both of you are thinking about each other non-stop. You could not switch it off. It is to that extent. You are not able to, whatever work you do, okay, whatever, you want to forget them, but you remember them. Their face, their thinkings, thoughts, their physical appearance is running in your behind head. You are not able to switch it off at all. Whenever you want to switch it off, it is getting multiplied more. You're feeling very angry, you're feeling very sad, you feel as if you want to fly, go see them, be with them, or you want them to come flying and be with you. How much ever you have angry, you want them with you. The next moment you think about them, you dream about them, you visualize about them, you hug them in your visualization, your anger flies away. And there is a good news for you. Your divine counterpart is traveling, is coming towards you so fast, with realizing that they have messed up and they have treated you badly. Whomever it is, either feminine or masculine, whomever it is, you know whom I'm telling. They're coming with an apology. This is union energy, present union energy. And strength card, this is the empress taming the beast within herself, connecting to the universe. So all the life lessons she is learning, all the eternal knowledge she is learning, is through universe. Universe is teaching her. Okay, so now she knows how to handle problems, how to handle situations, how to handle people around her, how to set the boundaries, and she has got lots of willpower, strength, stamina. She has become emotionally very strong. She has become emotionally intelligent. Both divine masculine and divine feminine healing processes going on, complete healing, and you are becoming emotionally more and more, more and more stronger and stronger, stronger and stronger. No more empathy, sympathy. No, if you can help, you will help. If you can't, you won't feel pity or you won't feel sympathy. You just know, you acknowledge, not even acknowledging. You know it as a knowledge and just move on. That is what you're doing. So that way you feel mentally healthy, and you're not getting involved in any of the hangamas, drama. This card is, there's nothing to show closer. So complete healing and purging and cleansing is happening, and after cleansing it has become a pure white slate without any even small black spot on it. So that is how pure you are becoming in this November month. So I'm happy in that way. Then this is Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is like so much of unbearable emotional traumas. Whomever it could be, your parents, your very, very intimate ones in your family, or your close siblings, or your very, very close friend, or your lover, whomever it could be. When there was a situation when you needed them, they were not for you. And whenever there was a situation in front of the social society, they never protected you. They want to always protect their social image, and they also blamed you along with the crowd. And they also, apart from not standing for you and apart from not standing for the truth, they made you get caught in the situation. So all these things broke your heart, shattered you into pieces. So you are still carrying and reminiscing all the sadness, carrying such a deep trauma within your heart space. So now you finally know you should not believe anybody, and you are not ready to believe anybody. Your heart space got completely closed. I don't want anybody, I don't want anybody's friendship, I don't want to allow anybody to become close to me. This is how I am, and this is what I want to live. But actually you're not willing for that. What you want is, you want a person who accepts you as who you are, who loves you as who you are, and who educates you patiently, affectionately, to make you into a better version, and not through all this idiotic betrayal way. No, not playing games. No, you're not going to encourage that, both divine feminine or divine masculine, in your individual lives, whomever it is. Next card is Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like total independence. See the background she is standing. See the way she is standing and waving her fingers, and the bird is sitting on top of the fingers, and the way she is dancing along with that bird, and the way she has earned so much of money, and she has created wealth. Actually it's wealth creation, it's not abundance, it's wealth creation. So much she has wealth creation she has done during the short period of time, and emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, she has become completely freedomful and liberated. So she is always in an abundance mind self. So this is not only for the masculine, this is also for the feminine. So feminine also has come to the stage, and now both divine feminine and divine masculine has raised their vibration to that level. Whomever does the inner work, either it could be divine masculine or either it could be divine feminine, whomever it could be, how to tell, they have done the inner work. So if the divine feminine is doing the inner work, even it will go to the divine masculine also through the interconnectedness automatically. Twin flames chooses one, twin flames Heal is one, twin flame makes choices is one, and raise is one. So this is what has happened. So both of you has raised, evolved, soulfully evolved. So let us see now what are the blockages you are facing and how to navigate through the blockages. So what does universe want to caution, and what does universe wants to give us knowledge regarding? Avoid all these things and march forward in your life. Do all these things, take action for all these things for November 2024, so that you can reach union, you can march forward towards the union. Page of Pentacles. Pages are all actually researchers. Okay, Page of Pentacles is they have a golden opportunity in their hand, and they are still researching for that opportunity. What should I do? Should I pursue, or shall I take still more time? What should I do? And this is backside, Page of Pentacles backside, not front side. So Page of Pentacles is thinking, what is this golden opportunity all about? Is it my living my life purpose, or is it uniting with my twin flame, or both together, or is it a career opportunity, or is it a job offer, or is it living my passion into reality? So even though if I choose something, if I live something also, will this give me emotional fulfillment? Will I feel whole and complete? Will I feel content within myself? Will I be satisfied? Will I be really actually happy within myself? All these things you are introspecting. That is what you're doing. That is the research which is going on. Then next is, oh, sorry. This is actually 2, but it appeared as if it is 11 for me just now. And this is Misty, sorry, High Priestess backside. Okay, so High Priestess is a person who connects to the universe, learns all the knowledge from the universe, and want to apply it in real life, and wants to live her dreams in reality, but she does not want to explain that to anybody or express it to anybody. She does not want anyone to know what she is doing until her whatever she is doing, plan of action, manifests in reality. Her dreams manifest in reality. Once it manifests, automatically people will know now, like that. Let them know. Until that, I voluntarily don't want to go and tell, and I actually don't want to go and tell at all, because if I'm going to tell, I'm going through so and so process, if and I want to manifest my twin flame and live only with my twin flame. People who can understand will understand, and people who do not understand, they'll put their thought also, like opposing thought against my manifestation. That will also influence my manifestation, and my twin flame union will get delayed. Instead of all this hangama, let me keep living what I love to live in silence. That is what. And now why the card is the backside is, you are gaining knowledge for that. You have not yet completely well versed in it. You are just gaining knowledge from the universe. You are learning things, and you are searching all over the internet, YouTube, and gaining, seeing the messages, watching videos, gaining knowledge about how to live your dreams in reality, how to manifest your twin flame in reality, how to be always in togetherness with your twin flame. That is what you're doing. So let us see what are the blockages, how to navigate through the blockages, and how to reach union. So what are the blockages for twin flame union in this November 2024, and how to navigate through the blockages? Wow, Judgment card. This is backside of the Judgment card. What I feel is, don't be desperate. Your desperateness is blocking your twin flame union. Just go with the flow of your heart. Whatever your heart tells you, but you should be able to differentiate which is mind's voice, which is brain's voice, which is heart's voice. Okay, go with the flow of your heart's voice. Listen to your heart's voice. Whatever it tells, take action for the heart's voice. Don't be desperate. What is meant for you it will definitely reach you. But only thing which is hidden in it is you have to make yourselves eligible enough to receive that. Only when you make eligible enough to receive that, universe will give what you have asked for. So what is meant for you at any cost will come to you. Don't be desperate. This desperateness is blocking your twin flame union. Keep living your normal routine life, day to day life. Don't be in waiting energy. Make yourselves the best version, and always live your life happily. Every aspect of life, live with self love and feel whole and complete. It's not feeling whole and complete, it is living whole and complete. Once you live whole and complete, that is the eligibility. And when you live within your own heart space, that is your home, isn't it? So what is meant for you will automatically come to you. Okay, so this is Hierophant, Pope. So Hierophant is a person who's connected to both the worlds, earthly realms and higher realms. So he is like, how to tell, lower part is connected to the earthly realm, higher part is connected to the spirit realm, higher realms. So he is a person who's done so much of inner work, and who has learned. This is the front side. This is the actual back side. The front side only has come, and so he knows how to balance himself from duality. He knows how to come to balance, and from this balance he knows how to come to oneness and always live in oneness. His happiness for his, you can see the key, happiness for his, he is under his feet only. He never gives it to anybody. And this is divine union. Okay, so this in yang, the duality within yourselves, you realizing the duality, you realizing the characteristics of yin, characteristics of yang within yourselves, and you coming into balance and harmony, learning to always live in balance. After some time, when you are still more ascentered and soulfully evolved, you know how to shift from that balance and harmony energy to always live in union and harmony. So there is no balance, only oneness. So this is what is, when you do this, as a result of your inner union, external union will manifest. Okay, this is what is this divine this is divine union card, hierophant card. But still, what I will tell is, what is blocking you is lack of knowledge. So go for a coaching, whomever it could be, wherever it could be. Okay, go for a coaching, gain knowledge, and whatever you study in that coaching, make that as your life path, live that as your life path. Only when you start living, you will know what are the obstacles you are facing, and you will know how to navigate through those obstacles and march forward in your journey, and you will reach inner union. Okay, so this is Three of Cups. This is Three of Cups front side. This is Three of Cups back side. So this Three of Cups is like, these two cups are there, and the water is there full, and this one cup is also there. She is lifting it up, and she is waiting for something, and she is like with her friends, all happily enjoying in this outing, happily enjoying in this grassland. You can see. So Three of Cups is like, until certain stage it is very very, when you are small and young, it is like a very playful stage. But once you grew up, once you gain responsibility, once you feel you want to live your dreams in reality, this that all those, that Three of Cups celebration itself within you, and that celebration, like how to tell, with your friends and all, it becomes a burden to you. And one more thing is, if you're going to be keep on live in that carefree nature, and going to keep on live in that notoriousness attitude, without any responsibility, without being responsible to live your own dreams, and if you're not going to make yourselves eligible enough to live your dreams, then obviously you cannot march forward towards that union. Now that is the blockage. You being like this kind of natured person is a blockage actually. So change yourselves for your best version. Let go of what does not serve your best version. You have deep desire. So if you and you have the wish to live your deep desire in reality, so be truthful to yourselves. So how you have to improvise yourselves to live your dream life. Improvise yourselves. Only that will take you to union. Okay, so these are the union energies and blockages, how to navigate through those blockages. So now next let us see what are the oracle messages for divine feminine and divine masculine. Yeah, let me take the cards. Yeah, this is divine, sorry, this is spirit guides messages. This is romance angel messages. Oh my god, true love. Wow, love yourself first. Then let us see what is Ahama Oracle's message. Law of challenge. Okay. Then let us see what is the Twin Flame Collective's message. Divine pattern. We are not able to see. Yeah, you can see. Divine pattern. Then let us see what is your divine masculine's message he want to express to his divine feminine. Yeah, divine masculine's message. Then let us take what does divine feminine want to express to her divine masculine. Wow, embrace the new sensuality. Yeah, now let us go to the reading. Law of challenge. Law of challenge is we have the right to ask of another his or her intent, identify, and pertinent info when encountering a disembodied being. Disembodied being means now something like dark energy, ghosts. Okay, so we have the right to ask in the sense of integrity, honesty, entitles acting in line with higher laws despite negative impulses to the contrary. Okay, law of challenges mean in simple terms what I will tell is you have all the right to serve the universe. Okay, so the you don't want the universe energy to become so negative or so dark. So if you happen to see or if you happen to um, come in contact with the negative energy, okay, with the dark energy, you have all the rights to question that energy's intent, and you have all the rights to know whether it's pure or not, whether it's like if it is going to be silent just by itself, no harm. If it wants to harm the humans or if the intent is not good, then it's your responsibility to wave that off. That is what is law of challenge. So it's a challenging job, right? Because you are working for the universe. Okay, this is spirit guide's message. I think that figure is a cat. Yeah. I will stay calm even in the midst of chaos. So spirit guides are asking you to stay calm even when you are in so much of thought conflicts, confusion, scaredness, whatever it is. Stay calm. I am discovering that I am fierce. Oh my god, it took so much time for you to discover that you're fierce. But at least you discovered now through your spirit guides. True love. This is the romance of lifetime. It's nice, no? Then love yourselves first. If you want to fly, FLY. First love yourselves. Okay? So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Only when you love yourselves, you know to respect yourselves, and you won't allow others to treat you very disrespectful, isn't it? So self-love teaches self-respect, and when you respect yourselves, you won't allow anybody to take you for granted or misuse you. So this quality is of a divine feminine, and this quality is more attractive. Okay, what is twin flames collective message? Divine pattern. You're able to see. Okay, the universe is giving you signs in your conversations, in your music, in the clouds. Pay attention to them and piece them together. You will notice a pattern. Yes, yeah, always, na. So everywhere there is divine pattern. So whatever happening around you, grow your senses sharper to see that divine pattern. That is what Twin Flame Collective is telling. Now, what is your divine masculine communicating to the divine feminine? To make the right choices in life, you have to get in touch with your soul and spirit to experience that. You need solitude to experience that. To make the right choices in life, you have to get in touch with your soul. You need solitude to experience that. Next card is, what is divine masculine communicating with divine feminine through this card? Faith means that you have peace even when you don't have all the answers. Yes. So surrender to the divine in divine faith and never doubt that. So, what does divine feminine wants to communicate, express to his masculine? Embrace the new. Able to see, is it clear? It is time to recreate your story. Whatever you have been through has made you what you are today and capable of brand new and shiny you. Yeah, next is sensuality. You are being invited to explore the delicious aspect of being in physical body. Pull yourselves right into your body and use all your senses. This is what I was teaching, I hope, and it came out as a beautiful message. So, guys, November month's twin flame reading is over. So, let us see next month's reading. Until then, I will keep posting weekly readings if possible. You can watch them. Until then, bye.